that guy. And today, I'm doing another video about bad comedy. Chat, for a long time, it has baffled me how some of these bad comics get such a reputation, get such a grand following. It's almost like a cult leader, and the way that they dispel their humor is like drinking the actual Kool-Aid. It is bitter going down and often leaves you feeling hollow. These comedians, whatever they want to label themselves as, because what I see them as is the opposite of comedy. This is a tragedy I'm watching on stage. This doesn't bring me a laugh. You know what I'm saying? This doesn't even give me a smirk on my face. And one of the most notorious comedians that I've seen thus far, and he's not the only one, chat, but is Josh Johnson. He's at 1.18 million subscribers. And I cannot find the humor in this, chat. Let's take a look. Chat. This is the opener to his video, because God forbid I watch all 36 seconds straight facing through his whole comedy, straight facing through his whole special, because this is insane, chat. Let's take a look. Give it up right now for the one and only Josh Johnson!
I reflected a lot and I came up with a lot of New Year's resolutions this year. I don't normally do it. I almost never do New Year's resolutions, but this year I had kind of a bunch because it just so happened I was really thinking about myself and life when the time came. And the problem with New Year's resolutions, the reason that they're so hard to keep, is that a year is a year long.
Chat, a year is a year long. This is comedy. Chat, you couldn't put a gun to my head to make me laugh at this video. I would say pull the trigger, because this is torture. This is something they'll show me at Guantanamo Bay to make me break. Because this would, I would say, I'm snitching. Just stop. This is insane. The reason why it's hard to follow is a New Year's resolution is a year long. Chat, what is going on with comedy? Because I have seen pee-pee and poo-poo jokes that made me crack up and laugh harder than this. 1.18 million subscribers. I don't understand, chat. I don't understand. And chat, maybe people are like, I'm that guy. He's just trying to warm up the crowd. If this is what you're doing to warm up the crowd, place me in a furnace. I would rather burn than let this type of comedy, quote unquote, warm me up. But maybe I'm being too harsh on him. Maybe this is just one of his easy bits to get out of the way. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at a little bit more. Let's see his next joke.
If you could make a New Year's resolution and really only had to do it for like 3 weeks, you knock it out of the park. But there's something about the fifth Monday where you're like, again?
Chat, this is literally millennial smirk humor. You see his face right now? This is literally millennial smirk humor. I've seen Facebook moms post meme shit, minion meme shit that is funnier than this guy. He scrolled through all the Facebook mom and grandma posts about the minions doing some stupid shit and saying banana afterwards, and he's like, yeah, I could really do this. I've seen ChatGPT come up with better jokes. Please, for the love of God, if this is your comedy, use ChatGPT. Because I would rather see AI, because that would explain it a much more immensely. Because I'm like, oh wait, he's not even trying. He's just, saying shit from ChatGPT. I'll let it slide. He thought this shit in his head. He wrote it down, and he millennial smirked and said, "This is gonna get him."
And I think we should all cut ourselves some slack, genuinely, when you have trouble making your New Year's resolution a habit or sticking to it, because New Year's resolutions are as old as calendars.
Chat, what the fuck are we talking about? He made the same joke twice. He said New Year's resolutions are a year long. Joke number one. New Year's resolutions are as old as calendars, which is a year long. I want to break my neck, chat. I want to break my neck because it would be, I would think I would get more laughs doing that than doing this shit.
So as long as we've been keeping track, we've been trying to be better and failing. It's very human. And our new
chat, that cough almost made me smirk. I'm not gonna lie, that cough in the middle of the crowd almost made me bust out laughing.
New Year's resolutions, by and large, are things that we're gonna do or stop doing to stop hurting ourselves. If you read
chat, I've never heard a quieter room. I've never heard a quieter room, chat. You would think he said something so profound and so life-changing. I have never heard a quieter room. You would think there was no one in the stadium. And if somebody gave me Josh Johnson tickets, I would call the police because I'm thinking they're trying to end my life. I think this is the last bit of torture they want to see me in excruciating pain.
Read through history and you go back to the New Year's resolutions of whole civilizations, right? The Babylonians, the Romans. These people would have ceremonies, and usually a lot of what they did, a lot of their New Year's resolutions, was to appease their gods or the tribe.
This is a fucking comedy show, chat. I just want you to know. I just want you to know. He is talking about Babylonians and Romans in a comedy show. I promise you, I'll get a second circumcision if this would just end. If this would just end. I promise you, it is painful to watch. You bring me to a comedy show and I've laughed once in 1 minute and 44 seconds as he's explaining Babylon and Romans.
At large, it wasn't just about them. And all of our New Year's resolutions, for the most part, are things we're going to stop doing or start doing to stop hurting ourselves. They had New Year's resolutions to stop hurting other people.
I'm done. Chat, I'm done. 1.18 million subscribers. Chat, I sooner will join I would sooner be indoctrinated into Jonestown than ever find this funny. I would sooner go to Jonestown than ever find this funny. Because at least when a charismatic leader shows up claiming that he's God, I can joke around. I can say, oh man, that's funny, whatever. He thinks he's the Messiah or something. This person is worse than that. He thinks he's funny. He thinks this is humorous. At least the other person, you know he's delusional. This is delusion to the max, chat. This is delusion. He wrote this shit down to bring to other people. This is absolutely insidious, chat. But besides Josh Johnson, there are an array of comedians that are just like him, you know. The I can't say what I want to say type comedians. The woke mob won't let me say what I want to say type comedians. Have to be one of the worst. I promise you, if the founding fathers could see what the United States is now, they would they would dissolve the rebellion. If this is what the United States is now, comedy wise, I promise you, they'll give up the Constitution. This is insane, chat. Let's take a look.
Isn't it crazy how 10 years ago everybody was afraid of trans fats and now everybody's celebrating fat trans?
You see the similarities between these people? You know, it would be easy if a New Year's resolution wasn't a year long. So they just switched the words up. People are scared of trans fats. Now they're celebrating fat trans. I have no words. It's not even like I'm just a hater, chat, which I am. I'm a hater. But this goes beyond my hate. This is concern. I'm not hating on you. I'm concerned for you. Please, for the love of God, get off the stage. Please, for the love of God. find a job. Find an actual job, because this shit is insane to do. This shit is insane.
If that's too far, you're in the wrong fucking room.
This is what I'm talking about, Chad. This is what I'm talking about. Who finds this shit funny? Who genuinely finds this shit funny? Who genuinely goes up and be like, fat kids? If you find this funny, you're mentally ill. I'm sorry. This was an IQ test and you failed. I'm going to be completely honest. People in this crowd need to be tested. Because if this is the humor you're going to, please tell poo-poo and pee-pee jokes. Because to me, I'll be like, okay, poo-poos are funny, farts are funny, this shit is funny. At least it's funny amongst a select group of people who are children. This is funny to no one. People just go up there because he's shitting on some political shit that people disagree with, and they're like, yeah, that is something bad, and I disagree with it. That means it's funny. Liptard. That is funny to me. Please. I know your head is curved into the slope in your head is devastating. You know, your frontal lobe hadn't developed since the time of an embryo. And it is concerning for me that these people are out here on the streets. Let's take a look at another one, chat. Get ready to be, anytime you see get ready to be offended, the woke mob won't like this, a libtard, don't humor these people.
Thank you so much.
Because it's a sign of delusion. Because these people see people come out to the crowd and then they get delusional and they think that they're actually funny. Man,
it's good to be back on stage. For the last 2 years, I was labeled non-essential by a bunch of politicians. I was thinking the same thing about them.
Oh, man. Sometimes I think freedom of speech has gone too far. Sometimes I really don't think when the founding fathers were making this, they wrote that in, they didn't know what they were unleashing. This is Pandora's box. You know what I'm saying? This is the evil of what freedom of speech can give you. It gives you the freedom to just do shit like this, dude.
And it really hurt because my brother's a doctor, so he kept his job. I was unemployed. I'm like, am I the Hunter Biden in my family?
Chat, and for our final example, let's take a look at this, man. And maybe we'll take a look at some newer comedians to see if they have stepped up their game. Because these people are pretty washed, I would say. Josh Johnson, he's a newer comedian. All these people are kind of new, but they're terrible.
I want to start by congratulating myself. I just bought my very first unused mattress. I bought a king-size mattress. It's pretty nice, because now I finally have enough space to fall asleep comfortably next to my pile of unfolded laundry.
Chat, I would rather get a surgery with no anesthesia, a heart surgery with no anesthesia, than listen to this shit. This is millennial smirk humor. Monotone voice, still face, talking about some dumb shit. I know these people run this shit in a group chat and they're thinking, man, I'm the funniest person in this group. If you think you're the funniest person in your group, shut the fuck up. Please, I'm doing the rest of the group a favor, please. Because no one that thinks they're the funniest is actually the funniest. It's not a thought that crosses your head. Not a thought that crosses your mind. Let's take a look. This is from 2 weeks ago. This was actually from, I don't even know. Let's look at one from 2 weeks ago. Best of 2024.
Before I begin, does anyone here work in the judicial system? Okay, cool. All right. That's good. I am currently on jury duty. I'm not supposed to talk about it, but that's all we're gonna talk about, okay? Been dying to get this off my chest. Okay?
Chat, I ain't gonna lie. Even though I didn't laugh, I found that more humorous than all of those comedians put together. I'm not gonna lie. It actually, in my mind, I was smirking a little bit. I was in chat, and this is how you know I'm not a hater. I'm not a hater at heart. I'm not looking at this guy and be like, man, he's not funny. I was really trying to keep my face still because he was actually kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie. He was kind of funny. But this person only, well, at least the comedy club only has 27.7K. While Josh Johnson talking about Romans and Babylonians have 1.18 million. I think society, we not gonna pillage, we gonna be a village is a heater. Is a heater. Happy Josh Day to all who celebrate weekly. I pray for those who celebrate weekly, honestly. You know, society has been pushed back to its breaking point, and I now see the error of our ways. But let's take a look at a real funny comedian. A real funny comedian, chat. Not as good as this guy, I might add, but better than what we've seen from the rest of these people.
Here he comes.
Let's take a look at his comedy. I swear to you, that was way funnier than any Josh Johnson joke. Way funnier than any red pill joke. This is why I would. If Josh Johnson was just silent, I would kind of understand why people follow him. I would kind of understand, like, oh, this is something different. He doesn't say anything stupid. You know what I'm saying? A millennial smirk humor. But that's all for today, chat. If you disagree with me, leave it down in the comments below. If you agree with me, subscribe. If you disagree with me, subscribe as well. You know what I'm saying? You might find some more stuff that you agree with or more stuff that you disagree with. Either way, I got something for everybody, all right? Thank you for watching this video, and peace.